crazy. Alrighty guys. Wow. This is kind of late. I meant to do this about 4 months ago, but we were doing a gear tour with me and Jasper. Probably, I don't like the light. Okay, we'll face this way. First one I would have been here. Big yawn. So, I would probably start off with all this odd gear. So, like, all the stuff that's not really relevant. We have a PTS service dog training logbook. Really, it just says task, time, performance, and notes, and then like how we did. It's really simple. I thought it was going to be more complicated than that. We have 2 gentle leaders. We have this one, which is the actual gentle leader. We got this with my other dog, Bailey. I actually don't like this one very much. I don't know, I just don't use it. It's like from Gentle Leader, the brand, but it's like, I don't know, it's not my favorite. I still use it though. We have a second gentle leader up here, which is in a treat pouch. I will show you that one later because that goes with another part of stuff. We have booties. They're just the Posh Pad ones. They're like okay. I want to get rubber ones like whatever the brand is called. And then we have Jasper's bandana. It was custom. We got it at 4-H group. We have okay, we'll do the handles now. So here's handles. We have service dog handle. This one's just from Amazon. And then we have this other counterbalance handle, which I made myself. I also put a leash wrap on it. That says working. It's pretty stiff actually. This is a bridge that I actually got from Abby with Working K9's dog gear. It's just the bridge that I happened to put on it because the handle did not last too long, so I just used the bridge from it for the new one that I made. Here we have a leash wrap. It just says service dog do not distract on both sides. It's from Amazon. It actually works pretty well because I heard a lot of people say these ones like slide down and crumple up, but mine doesn't. It works rather well. I could honestly even put it on a front harness if I wanted to. I just haven't yet. We have his water bowl. It's just like the foldable one. I actually had this one for him before, and it turns out that my mom accidentally lost it in the park. So here's the new one, the exact same as the old one. We have his clicker. I have only used this twice, I think, and he's not properly clicker trained, to be honest, because I haven't used it, and I actually don't like clickers that much, but I figured I'd buy it and be like, you know, I may as well try it, but I don't. Anyways, that's his clicker. Let's move on to treat pouch. Oh, actually, okay, here's another odd thing. Here's his headphones. Look at him perk up. Probably because my dog is walking. Other dog. Here's the headphones. They work pretty well for us. I wouldn't say they're too noise cancelling, but I also do have like the head wraps. Let's see where Jasper's one is. So generally with Jasper, I'll put this on first and then put the headphones on over top, like that, on him. He's looking like, Mom, no thank you. Anyways, these are those. And then we have his goggles, which I got off of Amazon. They're not any fancy brands. I don't usually get super fancy brands. Here's his goggles. They were shinier until he rubbed his face in the dirt. He doesn't do that anymore because I've trained him better for it, but he used to, so they're a little scratched up. Or like if he tucks under my legs and he'll like bump my leg and I don't know. Anyways, those are his goggles. Okay. Here we have a Bringsel. I have not, he is like trained that if I put it on him and I say Bringsel, he will grab it, but I currently don't have any alerts for this. I trained him for it if in the future I needed any blood pressure, cardiac alerts. I'm not training him for them currently because I do not need them, but I have been passing out, so we're seeing a doctor figuring out what that is. And then I may end up possibly having something like that. We're thinking maybe low blood pressure, we're not exactly sure. I'm seeing a doctor for it. If it ends up being that we need something like this, we have it. If we don't, it still has been sitting in the bin for about 6 to 10 months. Here we have just this little patch that I made. It's just like weaved out of yarn and stuff like that. It's a little bit fluffy. He knows it's not a toy, but this is what I trained him with to help pick stuff up for me. Anyways, so this is the thing where I'll throw it on the floor and be like, can you pick that up for me? And then he'll, well, I use different words, but I'm trying to keep him chill on his bed. But that's like his picky uppy thing. Well, hi Bailey. Do you want to go to your bed? Go over to your bed. Our dog Bailey. He's a little bit thick, but that's okay because he's sick. Oh, no? Okay. You can be here then, I guess. Oh, I do need you. Thank you. Here are his traffic leads. We have just this regular traffic lead. It was initially a leash that had like a piece on it, so I cut it and then like made it into a traffic lead. I like this one because it's harder for him to get his foot through the loop. Here's another traffic lead that I made. It's got the loop on the back to attach another, my goodness, to attach another leash. This is our go-to one because it's black and it just goes with everything. We have another traffic lead on the door here. I used it. This one is a little bit too long for him. He always gets his paws caught in it. But with this one, yeah, his paws get caught in it, so I don't generally use it for that. I use it more to train him to pull things for tasks like that. Or if I'm like working with him on picking stuff up. Then we have this, which is like a bungee leash part, kind of. I don't even know how to describe it. I have two of these. It's like, here's a clip that you can attach another leash on, and then here's what would attach to his collar. It's kind of, I initially had bought this because I do dog sledding with my dogs, at least with my other dog Bailey, before he got, his muscles started deteriorating. He was a rescue, but I used to do dog sledding with him, and so this would be like the bungee part. I don't do it with him anymore, so now I just kind of use it as a leash extender. I have one more traffic lead. It's the exact same as this one. It's just red, and it doesn't have this extra ring on it. It's somewhere in the rest of my house. I made all of those. Here's a leash. We're moving on to leashes now. I got this one from Amazon. It says, in training, ask to help. That's, I initially got that for him when we started training, and I needed to socialize him better because he was a bit of an antisocial bug.
Oh.
I'm doing a live right now.
A what?
A live.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
On YouTube?
Oh.
Okay. That was my dad. And then I have a bunch of leashes. My favorite go-to leash is this one. Oh. It is actually a coupler. Jasper, I'm taking your bed. It was actually a coupler leash. I just clip half of it around my body and then clip it, Bailey. And then clip it onto the coupler, and then that just attaches to Jasper. I have a training leash strap on there. It's pretty tiny. I got it from Canine Friendly. I ordered it somewhere in the US, and then about a week after I ordered it and they shipped it out, I paid an extra like $20 for shipping because I'm in Canada. I found out that I can actually buy these down the block from my house, which was extremely frustrating, but that's his go-to leash. It can be a crossbody, a regular leash. It's actually a coupler, but I use it as a crossbody. And then here's his other leash. It's the exact same as the red one, just thinner. Again, it's like the coupler style. I got all these from friends because generally I wouldn't buy couplers. Although I did when I did dog sledding with the dogs, so to attach them. That's just a red. Here we have when it comes to, can you ask me? Come here. He's like, no. Excuse me, sir. Come here. Thank you. Here we have his regular collar. It's a tactical collar I got from Amazon. It's like got Velcro here so you can adjust how tight you need it, and then like a extra secure clip. It's one of the side clips. I really like it because it has the D-ring here for his leash, and then it has a separate part for his tags, which I really like because I've had my little brother or friends clip accidentally his tag instead of the D-ring and then totally broke it. It also has Velcro for patches here, so I just have an in training patch because he's always in training. On walks, not on walks, he's always in training. Then we have his e-collar. I got this one from Jumbo. Please don't roast me on this. I know that it's an off-brand one, okay? I like it. I got it. It works in water. I shocked myself on it. Like, the highest I went to myself was like 10, and that was when I was like, okay, that's too much for my liking. He sits at about like a 6 or so, because that's just what he like feels and reacts to. Otherwise, he just doesn't care about it. So that's his e-collar. Then we have his prong collar. I also, please don't roast me on this either. It is not a Hermspringer collar. I bought it for, actually we had this when we had my old dog, so like over 10 years ago, and this is just what we happen to have. Just a regular prong collar. It's not the Hermspringer, so no, it does not have the special thing in the middle. I will be getting a Hermspringer at some point. Here we just have like the slip lead collar. I'm sure if you know what that is, it's like just like this, goes over their neck, and then it's like the slip lead. Then we have the prong catch. I got this from a local maker, I guess you would call it, a local small business owner. I think that's it for his leashes and collars. Oh, sorry, that's your tail. Now we'll move on to treat pouches. I have a lot of treat pouches, which is like not healthy, but we have this one. This was my first ever treat pouch I got. I got it from Goodwill. It's got like a pocket in the front, and then it's got a zip pocket in the front, which I would normally put my phone in or something. And then the big pocket, which I put his regular treats, and the small one I'd usually put treats. And then we have poop bag holder, and then in the back we have change holder, which I think there's money in here. Oh yay, a quarter. Anyways, that's the first treat pouch. So that was the first one I ever had. The second one, I think, actually this was like the first one I got, but no, it's ripping. Well, it's good I got a new one. Anyways, it's just got like, I don't even think it's a treat pouch. I think it was like a mini purse, but it's got like the Velcro strap on the back. I would attach this to my belt. I also have these pieces on it, which I add carabiners to and will attach to my belt loops on my pants. It's got like a pocket in there that I keep my treats in, and then it's got a little clip pocket in the front, which I keep poop bags in. And that's a really nice and small one if I'm just going on shorter outings with, oh my goodness. That's a nice one if I'm just going on smaller outings with Jasper. Or like to a restaurant or something where I don't want to have my hands full. I just got this one today. I have not used it yet, but it is a treat pouch like this. The back is Velcro, which will probably, I'm guessing, go around a belt loop of some sort. I'm probably also going to add my own loops into this to make it more secure, but it's really just one pocket for that, which is also nice because it's a little bit of a wider opening. Okay, I get it, Bailey. Thank you. And then here we have my current treat pouch. It's just a leg bag. I got it off of Amazon. It is currently filled with all our dog walking stuff that I never leave the house without because this is my go-to treat pouch. And in the top pocket we have poop bags. Oh. Let me roll these up real quick. In the top pocket we have a roll of poop bags. I will also put my earbuds in here if I'm going on a longer walk and I want to bring a case. We have a zipper pocket here, which I usually put change or cash in, which is really helpful. Then we have the big pocket, which I put his main treats, and there's a back pocket in the big pocket, which I put high value treats. His main treats is just his kibble. He's like pretty food motivated. As touch, 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 go boy. He's like content with just eating his food, so I feed him his breakfast throughout the day, same with his dinner. I make sure to give it all of him like pretty early, and anyways, that's just his regular kibble, and then we have high value treats in the back of the back pocket there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Then we have this side pocket here, which I keep his e-collar remote in. It's like the perfect size, and it's also got a clip close. So if I want to keep it secure in there, I can, or I can leave it open and it's not going to come out. In the front pocket, this is where I would put my phone. This is also where I keep his second head collar. This is my go-to one. I like the black one a lot better. I don't think it's Gentle Leader brand. It's Easy Walk, so I don't know. Some random one. I prefer that one over the brown one that I showed you earlier. And then in the front pocket, I keep my business cards because I own my own dog grooming business, which you are actually in my studio right now. But I keep my business cards in there because often people say, oh, he's green, and then I'll be like, yeah, I'm a dog groomer, here's my card. Or people will ask me about it, so. And then in the side pocket here, I normally keep a dog ball, which his ears perked when I said ball. I don't have any in there. I also keep extra poop bags because you never can have too many poop bags. There we go. It has a loop here, like on the back. It has a loop that I can add an extra strap to attach to my leg, but I find it makes my thighs chafe really bad, like, so I took it off. Just goes around your waist like this, clips like so. I have dog pepper spray on here too. That's for like, you never know what scenario I'll need that in. And then e-collar remote is also actually attached to the waist part here, which is really nice. I have an extra loop on here, which I normally attach my water bottle to, which I have a special connector for that. I think that's most of our standard stuff. We will probably move on to harnesses now. There's a lot of those. So this is my harness wall, what I've collected so far. There's like actually not that many, but it feels like plenty. So I'll show you guys here. So here we have our Yup collar harness. I love the smell of this. It smells like leather. It was custom made. I have the green on there, which I really like. It fits Jasper super comfortably. It's got the rigid counterbalance handle. Generally, I would say this is probably, I ordered the counterbalance handle too short, and it does bend a little bit. If I put too much weight on him, because I don't put too much weight on him, but it does like slide somewhat, even though it's bolted in, it does slide a little bit, so I'd overall give that harness like an 8 out of 10. So that's that one. And then other harnesses are down here. This is a One Tigris one. It's like a tactical harness. I like this one because I can put a lot of patches on it if I want to, and it's got some handles. It goes pretty far down on his body, and he wasn't initially super comfortable with it, but he's now pretty okay with it. I like it. We have the original Amazon vest. This actually used to be pink. I dyed it red. I got it from Goodwill, and then I dyed it red and washed it. We also have this one, which is also an Amazon vest. There's so much hair on this. Hold on. You got a handle on the back and then the loop. This one was also from Goodwill, but it's also an Amazon vest. Here we have our One Tigris Guardian front. There's the back piece to it. It's got like the pockets on each side, this little piece here. And I know if you're in the US, this wouldn't matter too much, but in Canada, in Alberta, service dogs legally need to be registered and have an identification card. So this would be really helpful to just put that in there. There's loops here if I want to put tag, whatever they're called. You guys know what I mean. Then there's the Guardian front. I like this one because I've made a lot of extra backings like this that I can attach to it. And then this is my custom harness from Abby from Working Canine's Dog Gear. This one was okay. I did really like it. The only thing was that this did rip, and so it doesn't work for counterbalance. I was one of her newer customers before she started making more advanced gear, so that's okay. I also am very picky about my sewing because I sew myself, so I would have probably finished these seams a little different. And this fits him just perfectly, so if he were to gain any weight, I would not be able to fit this on him, and the clip is too small for this. So overall, I would probably give this harness like a 6 out of 10, just because that's my personal opinion on it. I do like it, and I would probably order again, but I would order a different kind of harness, not the fleece one. Now that she's more advanced, I would order again. Watch out, mister. Now we have this, which is a cape, which can attach to my Guardian front. I made this myself. This was the first cape I'd ever made, or anything I'd ever made for dog gear. It's got, as you can see, I used white thread, which does not look great, but it's got the circle patch on top, and then the triangle patches on either side, which is really nice. Then we have this one, which I just made a couple days ago. This is also a cape. It's a reversible one. I just haven't added patches on the other side yet. There's a spot up here for a circle patch if I'd like, and then the strip patches on either side. This is the clip that I would use to attach to these clips, to attach it to the harness. Oops. So that's that one. It fits him just perfect. It's blue on the bottom, so I'm so clumsy today, guys. It's blue on the bottom, so I could make it reversible, and this dirt right here was because my iron actually had some burn on it, and I accidentally did that. But that one I also made a matching martingale collar with, which fits him really, really perfectly. So it matches with the cape, which I usually attach onto the one Tigris, because that's just what it fits best on. Here we have our other matching set. This was a summer vest I made him. This was the second vest I ever made him, I believe. It's got the green top on it. I used nylon for these pieces, and then it's got the mesh sides. Take note, mesh is super hard to sew with. I honestly would probably not do again. But I also wanted it to be a convertible, so it does have, hold on a moment. I wanted it to be convertible, so it is currently a cape, or a vest, but I wanted it to also be able to be a cape, so I made the front detachable. This is permanent. So now this front piece comes off, which I didn't realize I had sewed these on at the beginning, but I'd have to also add pieces here, and it ended up being too long, so it didn't work as a convertible, but it could be convertible for possibly a bigger dog or something like that. And this is really nice if I want to add any leash wraps on too that don't have clips on them, like that first leash wrap I happened to show you in the video. I also made a matching martingale with this, which was really nice. It goes well with the back of it. I like having them matching sometimes. I don't usually do it too often, but that's the martingale collar I got with that. So that's his other vest. Oh. And then we have the last two vests, I believe. This one I also made him. The belly strap actually broke off because this was the first vest I had ever made him. I showed you the first cape. This is the first vest. That other one was the second one, but this was the first vest I ever made him. It's just like a saddle shape. Also do not recommend sewing with curves, but the belly strap broke off, so I do need to sew that back on, but otherwise it actually turned out pretty well. I could also do this with the matching martingale collar. It's pretty long on him for my liking, and for his liking I'd say. Like if you compare that to the other cape, I don't know if you can see that, but that's about like 4 inches longer, which is a lot. And then here we have an Amazon service dog cape. This was also one of the first ones that I had him wearing. It just says Future Service Dog. It's a cape like that. Fits him like so. I don't usually use this one. This one I would use more for like a service dog puppy prospect than service dog in training. But I did use this for him probably for the first few months. He hasn't worn this in forever. And this was before I had any capes. I would also use this on trips if I was going anywhere. or anything like that, and we just wanted something small to pack away with us. So that is most of our service dog gear, I believe. Oh, right, patches. I do not have any custom patches, so please don't roast me. You guys can watch Jasper too. Oh. So for patches, we have mainly Amazon patches, but that's okay. We have this patch tab which says PTSD service dog do not distract, and it says stop on the paw there. Same on the other side. I don't use this one too much. I will use this if I'm walking him unvested, and I will just put it on his leash. Here we have service dog working, do not touch. Here we have service dog stress and anxiety response. There's the One Tigris patch. This is a USA patch. I actually got this with one of the backpacks I ordered, so I haven't used this one because I don't live in the US. Here we have, it says service dog, no touch, no talk, no eye contact. This one says, if you can read this, you're too damn close. PTSD service dog, do not distract. Canine, and then another One Tigris. Oh wait, I'm flipping the wrong way. We have two of the in training ones. I would put these initially on him. I still put them on him sometimes, but not as much. Service dog in training, do not touch. Do not stop, do not distract, do not pet. There's the Canadian flag. I also don't really wear this one, honestly, but for Canada Day I did put it on him. Do not pet. I actually lost the matching do not pet one, which I'm very frustrated about because I can't put it on both sides of his vest now. I'm working. Service dog, do not separate dog from handler. I don't have him wear that one very much either, to be honest, just because like legally where I live, he doesn't have public access rights. So if I am in a medical crisis, he can be separated from me due to legal reasons, which kind of sucks. But so that one, don't put him on that much. I also don't put do not pet on him a lot because I actually need to practice with him to ignore people when they pet him without asking. So I don't put do not pet on him. I let them pet him, and then after I explain to them how it's not okay, or how you're not supposed to. This says Mama says I'm special. This I got with his collar, which I showed you earlier. This one says please don't pet me, I'm working, and then it's like the picture of the dog with a hand reaching out. This is one of my favorite patches. It says you read my patch, that's enough. You read my patch, that's enough social interaction for one day. I really like that one. I will actually be putting that on my backpack, which is a tactical backpack for school. This says ask to pet. Here we have no touch, no talk, no eye contact. I like this one because it's a little bit smaller. It fits on his collar in smaller places too. Service dog in training, do not touch. Service dog, do not separate dog from handler. All of these ones, like the do not separate dog from handler, I got in a pack. Otherwise, I probably would not have them. And then it says here, do not pet, I don't bite, but my handler does. I don't like that one much either because honestly, like again, the do not pet, I don't put do not pet on him. Here it says this, oh yeah, this is another one, the you read my patch, that's enough social interaction for one day, just in a different color. It was a 2-pack. And then we have the 2 service dog regular patches too. So I think that's all for patches. That's all of my patches that go with stuff. I think that's most of our service dog gear. We have a ton of other gear that, oh hi, sorry. We have a ton of other gear too. Oh, I have some other custom collars that I can grab. Oh. Right there, Jasper, entertain the people. Oh, I'm gonna clean all this up after. Here we have a blanket from Dollarama. This is what I use as his place blanket. If I take him places for a long time or I want to practice his place command with him. Here I have his dog water bottle. Just folds in like this, and then I'd squeeze the water out so he can drink. That one usually goes in a box. I actually don't bring that for him. I just bring his whole bowl and a water bottle. Oh, there it goes. Okay. here's a collar that I actually got at Goodwill. It's one of my favorite collars. It's partial biothane and partial braided, and it's green, which is his gear color. It matches perfectly with the that harness, the Yup collar harness. That's what it is. It matches perfectly with that. I really, really do like this collar, actually. It's one of my favorites if I want to match with that. And I didn't think it would fit him, because look how tiny this looks. Like, this is my hand. Look how tiny that looks. But this is the size of his neck. Jasper's, you got a tiny neck, man. That's that one. Here's his old collar. He does not wear this one anymore. I actually hung this on my wall with all the awards that he won. But that's his old collar. We have a harness here that I ordered. It's just a straight front harness with kind of like a pull strap. And it's got like the Velcro on the front that I could put patches on, but it ended up being way too small for him. So if I ever get a puppy or something, I don't know, this would probably be for that dog, because this is much too small for Jasper now. I think that's most of our gear and stuff. Oh, we also have a long line, but this is our bin full of other dog leashes and such, and all our leashes and other stuff like that. We've got his pulling harness, his backpack harness, and then these are what I use. These kind of things, just the braided, are what I would use instead. Oops. Instead of something like this. I don't remember how I tied this on before, but something like that. And then I'll say, Jasper, come here. Go open the door. Get it. Open the door. You got it. Yep. Open it. Yep. Go open the door. Yep. Open it. You got it. Yes. Get it. Open it. Yeah. Good boy. Get it. Open it. Yes. Good boy. So right now this is just a traffic lead. That's too big for him, but normally I would use one of these and just tie it to the door handle or something like that. I have one tied to my bedroom door handle. So that's that big bin of stuff. Watch out, mister. Oh, I grabbed the other bin out. This is his other big bin of stuff, which has a cooling vest. That's an old one. I don't use that for him anymore. Booties that ended up being way too big for him. I measured them and everything, but they just did not fit, but that's okay. Here we have like a little Christmas hat. Sorry, Jasper. Here we have wait, come here. Jasper, come here. Look. What's this? Sit. Hey, Jasper. Look. Oh, let me grab a treat. Okay, here. Sit. Good boy, wait. Wait. Oh, he just loves me so much. Okay. Sorry, man. This is a kind of Christmas collar kind of thing. I don't even know how to describe it, but this is just like a Christmas collar kind of thing. My other dog, Bailey, wears that for winter. Here we have a t-shirt for Jasper. It's just a Mickey Mouse one. Here we have his winter jacket, which I actually got this summer, so he has not worn it yet, but I will be posting pictures when he needs that. Here we have his rain jacket, which I never thought I'd need a rain jacket for my dog, honestly, because my dogs love the water. But when we go into stores or anything like that, I would rather him not smell like wet dog for the sake of other people. Here we have his hoodie. It's just a blue one. I got it from Winners. Okay, so the rain jacket I got from the pet store. Petland, to be more specific. Jacket I got from Goodwill, and then this one I got from Winners. And then we have two backpacks. The blue one is Bailey's, the red one is Jasper's, but the backpacks and then the other backpack. So I guess I have 3 backpacks, but they all fit. So that's all his costumes and winter gear and stuff. Oh, and those extra booties. I'm trying to sell those booties, so if anybody would like them, just DM me and on either Pinterest or my email or Instagram, and then we can get those to you. Excuse me, sir. You're in my way again. Your shoulders are so uneven. Anyways, so if you guys want a more in-depth tour of this bin, I don't even know why I have that in there. If you want a more in-depth tour of this bin, let me know. It's mainly leashes, harnesses, that kind of stuff. There's a couple socks that I would use if like the dogs are injured or anything like that. Here we have his dog tent. Back there we have bags that we practice him carrying for me. Here we have all his treats. These are all his treats and stuff. Here's kind of our extra stuff. That's the water bottle. I have extra prong attachments, puzzle toys. I don't have many puzzle toys. We also have a couple Kongs. That's that. Oh, then we have vet spray and dog dye and minty breath stuff. Didn't you hear me say Kong? It's my dog Bailey. Here's our toy bin. Jasper loves these kind of toys. The tech toys. They aren't his favorite. His favorite are these balls. He also loves the laser. Believe it or not, Jasper, my dog, chases a laser. He's more like a cat than a dog, and I know that, but he loves it, so that's okay. I also have a lure toy, which this is the piece that goes with it. The lure toy is up there. That's that stick. But this goes at the end of it, and then I lure him around with it. It's really good for his prey drive. We have a bunch of these, like the Kongs and other stuff similar to that in there. So that's a lot of that. I know some of these look crusty, okay? We should probably get rid of them, but we haven't yet. I will soon. Water bowls. This is the water bottle that would attach to my waist thing. There we have a pet pack, which is just stuff I will pack his gear in if we ever go anywhere. Here I keep towels for my dog grooming business. We have a bed, the lure coursing thing. As you can see, it is well loved. Jasper loves that toy. Watch out, Bailey. Here we have Jasper's crate. My other dog Bailey's not crate trained. He doesn't like his crate. We had one for him and he would never go in it. So this is actually just for my grooming business to put dogs in, and that's Jasper's crate. Here's my dog grooming table. We have like the full setup here. This is my dog grooming supplies. There's extra t-shirts, brushes, combs, and such. This is what I wear while blow drying fluffy dogs. Scissors and such, and combs. There's grooming attachments. Here's my clippers. Here's all my muzzles, which I did have one more, which was a one of the plastic muzzles or whatever they're called, vinyl muzzles. I had a vinyl muzzle, which I gave to one of my friends who was in need of a muzzle, so he got that one. But I have Jasper's muzzle, which is the small one, Bailey's, which is the big one. I should have gotten a bigger size for Jasper. This one I got at Goodwill. Don't even judge me on that, okay? I know it's bad. But for dog grooming, honestly, sometimes you just need the dog to be muzzled, and I will even use the face muzzles, like the tight face muzzles like these. Whoops. Use these tight face muzzles. Those ones I also use quite a bit. Only for dog grooming. I do not use that for training purposes or for any walks. And if the dog is extremely stressed or panting, they don't usually stay on for long unless it is an aggressive dog. And then we have Jasper's muzzle movement muzzle, which is absolutely gorgeous, actually. I love this muzzle. Honestly, 10 out of 10 workmanship. It is slightly too narrow on his face, so I would have liked it a little bit wider, but when I did order it, they did tell me that it was probably going to be slightly narrow on his face, so that's what works for us. So I think that's all of our dog gear. Thank you guys for watching. This was a rather long video, and I'm aware of that. I will try and keep my videos shorter next time. If there's any other specific gear that you guys would like to see, or you want to see me go through those bins of tons of dog gear that I showed you earlier, just leave a comment and I will go through those on live probably, because editing videos is a lot of work in case you didn't know. So thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Say bye, Jasper. Oh. Jasper. Say bye.